Hi, I'm Professor Amy Keeley, and this is the Open Discussion Philosophy Group from Meetup. And I have been so proud to have assumed this group and have grown it from 216 people to almost 1,200 people who have joined the group. And that is just astounding to me that people would enjoy the idea of being in a group that discusses philosophy. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of background about the group and then also share some upcoming information that I hope that you'll join me on this journey, which is so the group was, I joined the group because I'm in a PhD program for philosophy and aesthetics of art theory. And I was a working professional working between 60 and 100 hours a week. So I thought, going into my qualifying exams that I could get reinforcement by joining a group that discussed philosophy. And it was great discussions by the moderators, but each of the moderators stepped away for various reasons. And Meetup had put the profile up and said that if somebody doesn't assume it in a week, then the 215 people at the time would have, the entire group would have been deleted. So I thought about it really hard, and I decided to go ahead and assume the group to keep it going because I did want to change it a little bit where I could try to get more people involved, make it more, I think, philosophical centric, and just to build my community around me of people who enjoy discussing philosophy and thinking about different philosophical topics as we struggle today with a lot of changes in the modern world. And so it's been great because we have people who don't have any kind of philosophical background. Like I didn't have a lot. I mean, I was in a PhD program, but not really immersed in philosophy. And we have some people who are, philosophers who know the lingo and the language, and it's great to talk to people because that also helps you affirm understanding because you're talking about philosophy with people who understand the terminology and the depth of knowledge on it, and they've got, degrees in it. So the balance between the two has been a very interesting dynamic that I've enjoyed. And what most people don't realize is I do have a donation page up on the Meetup platform, and the reason why is that I'm paying about $25 a month to host it, and I didn't do it to get donations. I haven't done this to monetize it. It's just been something that it's just been a love of mine to be able to talk about different ideas. And the one thing I did add was to not just have the discussion, but to have discussions on specific philosophers. And my desire to do that kind of took a little sideways turn when I accepted a full-time teaching position at a community college, and I took the program to monthly meetings. And so what I've decided is that I would like to go back to adding that as well, as adding just the questions that get posed that we all discuss. So that was really the heart and soul of what I love to do. And I love moderating it. I love the discussions. I love people's different opinions, and it's just a safe space to be able to explore new ideas. Or old ideas from the ancient philosophers, which that's my thing, is I love my ancientness. So I just was recently notified by Meetup that they are increasing the amount of the fees for the Meetup groups, and it's going up significantly. And I've had to weigh my thoughts on this because it's one of those things where, again, I'm not being subsidized for doing this, and it's getting really expensive. And we also don't have, we have a lot of people that join. I mean, I've had up to 30 people, but we've grown this group to almost 1,200 people, which I'm really excited about. But I've been struggling to figure out how to get more people involved because obviously people like the idea of what's going on in the group and wanting to get them to be more engaged to where not just can they, participate and join a group, a Meetup group and talk about a topic, but they could also see it. So it's really became a great opportunity for me to decide to bring it to my YouTube channel and change the platform a little bit. So you'll be sent out an email giving you a link to my YouTube channel. And I hope that you subscribe because what I'm planning on doing is still hosting monthly meetings and maybe bi-monthly meetings so we can talk about the specific philosopher. So to add 2 meetups per month. But what I'd like to do is I'm going to ask for everybody's email address because I don't have that through Meetup. And I will send out notices for the monthly meetings, and we will host them on Zoom just like we normally do. But what I'll do is to upload them to my YouTube channel, which I use for my students. So you're welcome to watch anything else that I'm posting on there. Inspirational messages about my little show for my little dogs. They're psychiatric service dogs. So you're welcome to look at my entire content. But I did want to have a specific podcast where I can push out more philosophical ideas and really kind of have that larger audience for either listening and or participating in the Meetup group. So that is what I have decided, and I will be no longer hosting the Meetup group on or the group on Meetup. I'm going to again shift that platform. And what I will also do with this is I might actually do some lives on YouTube where I just let you guys know that I'll be going live, and we can have a really fun philosophical discussion, live in person. Hopefully can have more people in the platform. So I just think that going to Meetup will be a much more exciting idea for having philosophical discussions and keeping the energy going, and then also including those people who haven't been able to make it to a meeting so that they can watch it and then engage with it below. Again, I'm looking for the conversation. So, once we post it out there and those of us that attended the meeting have a discussion, then it can be those people that watch it can have a discussion below it. And I think that's just super exciting to me. So I will send out the notice, and I've got to think through a time frame for when I'll keep the Meetup open while I give people time to join the email list so that I can give you more updates of about what I'm doing, the YouTube channel, the podcast list, and then also where to find the weekly meetings. I'll probably put a little notice on my website where I will put the detailed dates on there so people can go and see it. So there's a lot of things that I'm doing, but I just wanted to have more of a, I wouldn't say these are always personal when you're online, but I wanted it to come from me personally, what I'm doing, so that you could see that I am continuing this, but I'm expanding it out, and it's really just financially based. Their rate hike is insane, and I'll be surprised if there aren't other moderators that decide to take their platform down. I think the ones that will stay will decide to figure out how to monetize it. And that's what I just didn't want to do. I didn't want to take this and say, hey, now I'm going to mandate fees for attending the group's discussions. I don't know that people would do that. I don't know if I would do that. I mean, I've been paying for this, but it was a very special reason why. So I just decided not to monetize the group, and then decide to take it to a platform where, again, it can still remain free. We can still have the discussions on Zoom, just like we do every month. We can talk about specific philosophers, and then the wider audience can watch it and engage with it on YouTube. So I hope that you'll join me on this journey. And again, I'll leave the Meetup open until hopefully everybody hears the message and can migrate over to sending your emails. By the way, about your emails, I'm not somebody who will use those emails for anything other than the purpose than the philosophic group and discussions. So that is my promise to you. I'm one of those people who yes, I'm a marketer, but I'm also an ethical marketer. I don't sell people that they don't need. That's my business side. But from a philosophical standpoint, I really do want to have discussions about ancient philosophy, about philosophers. And I want to extend it beyond just the ancient philosophers to talk about modern philosophers too, because there's some that I haven't had a chance to explore. And this is a great opportunity to read about them and be able to have great discussions. So I just see it as a much more exciting option. So again, I hope that you will join me by subscribing to the YouTube channel so that you'll get the updates when the philosophical podcast drop, and when you can learn more information about the weekly meeting, or the monthly meetings. Again, I will send out a weekly notice about the meetings so that you can join, and I will also send out notice when they drop on YouTube as well. But you'll get the fastest information is if you go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So expect an email soon, and I will hopefully see you on the other side in the YouTube. But have a great day.